Well, we're back in wine country. Not for contact mission. Oh man, look at that. We just saw an accident. This is one of the best corners. If you just check that out. Yes. You know, depending on the type of vehicle spawn, it can be extremely entertaining to this corner here. NPC traffic coming down the hill has a real hard time with it. Just a real hard time. So this is a great place to just cinematically open this particular mission briefing. This is going to go on for a little bit. This mission briefing goes on. The actual mission takes a good strong 10 to 15 minutes to complete. There's two locations that you can do this mission. You can do it in the city or you can do it in the countryside. I recommend the countryside. If you do the mission in the city, it's going to send you down to the docks, and not just one dock, the other dock too, that make it so difficult to get to the other area, and you have to just worry about just too much. So instead, we're going to do it in the countryside. This is fully loaded. And to talk about this, let's return to our personal vehicle. As you can see, it's a Butte, but let's say we wanted to, not in particular for this mission, as I'll speak about, but let's say we did want to get one of our special vehicles. It could be a Phantom Wedge. It could be the Ruiner. In this case, we want the Ruiner, right? We want it. We can't have it. It won't let us spawn because your personal vehicle is already nearby. Here it is. We can't send it away. We can't send it away like we can if we were an MC to our motorcycle. But what we can do is this. Note. If we have a hangar and we're able to request a personal aircraft, we're going to request it and then quickly go back and bring our Ruiner in. Nice. You know, people come out on a Sunday, a weekend day, and they want to open her up, you know. Just because you're an NPC doesn't mean that you don't want to have fun driving. But there's not a lot of experience here, as you can see. Alright, well, here's our vehicle. It's important not to get angry here. Okay, there we go. Besides the damage there, this is not a vehicle that will crumble or crumple back. It does not deform when you damage the vehicle in a car crash, but it will get marked up. This is my customized Ruiner. But it's important to note that when we start this VIP mission, my personal Ruiner does not have the capabilities of the mission Ruiner. You have to use the mission Ruiner unless you have multiple people. Someone has to get into the Ruiner to designate the targets because they do not appear on the map until you get in it. It may have been different in the past, but that's the way it is right now. And so you might question, okay, well, when we start the mission, you know, VIP mission, does your special vehicle Ruiner have the capabilities of the mission Ruiner? Does it get explosion resistance? Does it get unlimited missiles? No. If you have your personal vehicle and you go into the VIP mission, No. If you start the VIP mission and you call your personal Ruiner 2000, no. It does not seem possible to make your personal Ruiner 2000 have the capabilities of the mission-specific Ruiner 2000. And unfortunately, it's not going to be a good idea to use your personal Ruiner 2000 for this mission, because it has insufficient firepower to deal with all of the capabilities, or all of the targets, each requiring 2 missiles to destroy. Having only 8, it's just not sufficient. So the answer is, it doesn't matter what you have when you start the mission. Basically start the mission and then immediately try to get over to the mission Ruiner. Get in it and complete all the objectives. That's my recommendation, and that's how we're going to start this. I know it's been a lot of lead up time here, but here we go. Just save that person from getting into an accident. Alright, you know, I just chose this location at random. I had no anticipation, but it's been my experience that the mission Ruiner spawns a great... It does not appear to spawn nearby when you start the mission. It seems to spawn a ways out, so you have to go to it. There are 10 targets. You may wonder, what if you don't get all 10 targets? Well, I tested this. I got 6 out of 10 and then stopped. Saw what the payout was, and it was only 5,000. As you can see, it gives the mission gives you a little bit of time to get to the mission Ruiner. So you should use this time to get there. Literally do what the game says you should do in this case. Not everything is a lie. Trying to figure out, is my styling just in good taste? Is the mission styling just like this and I happen to choose something similar? The rims are actually default stock rims, and it has a matte paint style, and mine is glossy, but color style is very similar. I think it's just serendipitous. Get stuck. Alright. First thing we're going to want to do is figure out how what order we're going to do these in. So this is just going to choose an arbitrary direction and go with it. As I've talked about in the asset recovery mission briefing, this is the kind of mission that you do when you have an interest in dedicating a good 15 minutes of hard action and concentrated driving. It's a little bit less casual Although it's very easy. I don't mean to imply that the mission is all that difficult. It's simply that it requires a lot of attention to quickly get to one place and then the next. Oh, there it is. If you're shocked at the closeness that I was shooting that rocket, it was intentional to show off that this particular vehicle can take an extraordinary amount of damage. So don't worry about that. I mean, I don't make a habit of it, but I would not hesitate, hey Monster Jam, to use those rockets if you need to kill an enemy. If they're shooting at you, just blow them up. Unless you've been doing it over and over again, you're in no risk of destroying the mission vehicle. And I think that even if the mission vehicle gets destroyed, I think it will respawn automatically. And when it... Okay, we'll just... Quickly moving on, just... We're not going to stress out about it. We're just going to set markers and go. Follow the marker. We're going to pretend we're amateur video gamers who can only follow auto maps. They don't have an understanding of the meta situation. So, talking about the Ruiner a bit, it has the ability to jump, and unlike the Oppressor, where you can often wait until the very last moment to change your course, rocket out of there, and boost out of the way, the Ruiner's jump is one of planning. That's an example of poor planning. Okay, we should probably try to demonstrate things here with how superior these rockets are. You can often get into situations where you might worry that you're in the wrong position. But the rockets will often just quote, know to jump over objects. Like if they need to go, for example, or some sort of obstruction, they'll know to go over it. Hard to explain. Unlike the normal homing launchers, which, although good, will, if there's some object in the way, just hit the object. These will I think some sort of initial pre-calculation understand the path that they need to take and thus determine the route. I mean, something could get in their way and then thus cause it to explode or whatever, but it sort of pre-calculates the route that it needs to take and goes for it. It's very handy. Try to demonstrate. There we go. Let's get this little hill in the way here. Clearly not the best position. Should hit that. Goes over. As you can see, it arcs up. Another note here. One will lock on. These, the second one, you have to go in and manually shoot the thing. If you do the city one, they are the turreted limos, and with the turreted limo targets, they lock on for both. So you, sight unseen, if you're getting a lock on for the turreted limos, you can just shoot 2 immediately and go on to the next target. So that's one thing that is different between the city and the countryside, but I still recommend the countryside. I mean, unless you're going for variety. Okay, that was okay. I don't know what happened there. Guess I got shot. Most people just use this job to grief, yes. I've decided to frame that as defend yourself against griefers. Like, this vehicle could be used to defend yourself against griefers by starting up the job and then utilizing it to defend yourself. Oh my god. God, I'm so angry at him. Oh man. Alright. Wow. Really good. Alright. And it's so peaceful, and the countryside is so beautiful. Like, how can you argue with completing a mission out here? It looks like we have 4 targets, 5 maybe? 5 more. Man. Like I said, this was going to be a mission that takes a little bit of time. It's not one of those, oh, a quick way to make a lot of money. It's more of those, I want an extended period of warm-up. To say I was disappointed that I couldn't use my personal Ruiner 2000 in this mission. Like, I wish there was a way to make my personal Ruiner 2000 like this. Like there's a way to make a super oppressor via the mission by bringing your personal oppressor into that. I guess that's a different thing altogether, but... Oh man. I've taken this vehicle off-road quite a bit, to great disappointment. It's terrible off-road. It has terrible traction. I'm probably going to put on dirt tires. It won't make any difference. I understand that it won't make any difference. I know that it won't make any difference, but I'm going to do it anyway and just test it, just to see. Next target. Well, we're gonna see, Trab. I think it's miserable. I think it's miserable. No, it's not miserable. It's 25,000. That's not bad. It's not bad. They make you, heyo, Trolley, aka Noob Slayer. They make you wait an hour for this particular mission to do it again, so there is that. Oh my god, I will chat ban you. by the way, you're the only person that brings up homosexuality into any conversation I have, so there's that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Alright, here we go. I watched your review of the Vigilante, it was pretty good. Alright. Let's see. 2 more. I know it's a joke. I think there's a way to pretend that this is an oppressor, but I feel it's all about preparation with these jumps. Like, you can't do it after you get into trouble. It's more of like you set up a situation that, oh man, where you're getting, where you get massive air because you're set up for a big jump, and then you can get good distance and or cut corners with it. Oh man. Anybody remember Bump and Jump? It's an old arcade game. Totally reminds me of that. I just had a bump and jump, like, nostalgia moment. Sorry. I hate crashing. I hate it when other people crash too. So if you hate me a little bit, I understand. I would say do this mission if you want to get good at driving. Do this mission if you want to get good at driving the Ruiner 2000. Not your personal one, but one very similar to it. And then you have to do number 2, and then da-da-da. Alright. And start a small wildfire. Perfect time, right, to experiment. Okay. Good idea, terrible execution. Come on. Come on. If you get out of the Ruiner, it should show. Okay, go ahead and kill those targets. There's 10 of them. You have to remember their locations, all 10 locations. I know. Shame for shame. I thought of that too, actually. And in fact, it's not bad reasoning because I think it used to be that way. Or else people were just crazy. Or always had associates to just go and get them. Because I imagine if, you know, whatever, you're in the thing and you have some associates, they can go off in their buzzers and kill everything. And you can just, like, sit around, twiddle your thumbs. So there is something to that. But I think solo, it's a little bit, you don't have that luxury. I love this rest stop. Alright. Is it gonna give me a lock on or what? Oh, it's out back. Oh, it's out back! Oh man. Alright, we got one left. Vigilante is very bad. Well, at least you can use it in contact missions. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, if the Vigilante is bad, then you would hate this vehicle. I actually really like this vehicle. Hey! I can't pronounce your first name, but I know Ahmed. Coming in on the last target. It's been a long VIP mission here with this mission Ruiner 2000. It's very durable. It can take many explosives or missiles. It has unlimited missiles. If you're being griefed by another player mercilessly, you can start up this mission and exact your revenge on someone who totally deserves your vengeance. As you can see, that's a $25,000 payout. Gosh. Well, this has been a long one. But fun. I enjoy my Ruiner 2000. My only gripe is that I wish my own personal Ruiner could be used for this mission. But you do get an excellent special vehicle mission. It shouldn't be thought of as a negative. It should be thought of as an asset and potential tool in your arsenal for defending yourself in the world of Grand Theft Auto. Stay tuned for more mission assessments. In upcoming videos. Take care, everyone.